Hello, good evening viewers. I'm Anil Kumar before you, teacher of English with Alfords Educational Institutions, Karimnagar, Telangana. In this session, we are going to discuss the chapter, one of the wonderful chapters of 6th class, 6th grade of the State Board. And here you can see on the screen, right, 6th English Unit 1, Peace and Harmony. And as we know that State Board English textbooks, whatever we do have, the syllabus of the textbook is divided into several units, and the theme of each unit would be a particular theme and it has its own speciality. And here for the 6th grade students, if we observe, the very first unit has a theme like peace and harmony. And we all know very well, right, since a long time that the world has been searching for the peace everywhere. And peace has been a buzzword. Peace has been a buzzword for all these days, for all these years, everywhere if you see, right? And here, based on that, you can just understand peace and harmony is here before us. And let's know what is peace and let's know what is harmony. But before that, let me make it clear to you one thing students, here, the purpose of language, the purpose of understanding the language, the purpose of learning a particular language, what exactly is there? Do we have to learn the language on par with other subjects? No, never. So the other subjects, if you see, these are all called content-based subjects on one side. And on the other side, languages and art subjects, whatever we do have, they're all skill-based subjects. So our language is also a skill-based subject. So skill, when I call, right, you have to focus on this particular area before you now, right? Now, we have to learn the language from these parameters. The first area you can see here, reading and taking, followed by listening, followed by writing, followed by grammar and vocabulary. Dear students, right, whenever you learn a particular chapter, whenever you listen to the teacher, you keep listening to various aspects of language. And you know, we are very much thrilled about the concept and the content that is being discussed, right? But is it that we want, and is it that we have to learn with the language? No, something else also we do have. What can it be, right? There exactly comes into the picture this particular part. Friends, right, whatever the topic that are introduced to you, I repeat, whatever the topics that are introduced to you, maybe the prose content you call, or the poetry content you call, or drama, or fiction, or any other language components, all these are ultimately meant to enhance the students' right capabilities, potential and caliber regarding these areas. Okay, so let us also learn our particular chapter, peace and harmony, from this dimension. Why can't we put an effort rather than learning monotonously, traditionally or so? Right here, let's try to understand some other terms related to the peace. Right, peace, you know very well, tranquility, complete calmness, rest, soothing mind. Right, let's like relaxing in the nature, in the lap of the nature you call. Then harmony. What is harmony? Harmony is friendship, comradeship, amicability, amiability, being very congenial and genial. Right. So maintaining the peace and harmony. Right. So by maintaining this peace and harmony, we people can establish the wonderful relationships among ourselves, and especially with the nature. And our particular chapter, peace and harmony, is about the nature. Right? Let me brief you before getting into the topic. This particular chapter, peace and harmony, it's all about the animal world. And as we all know, animal kingdom or animal life, if you see, all the biodiversity can be segregated, like terrestrial animals we have, and we also have aquatic animals. Maybe terrestrial, maybe aquatic, and maybe amphibians, right? All these are taken into the picture by the author of Peace and Harmony. And in fact, author's introduction is not clear here, okay? But let's understand what exactly is the theme of this particular chapter here, right? Now, here author want to say that once there was a big forest in the words, all the animals, irrespective of the category they belong, maybe an ant, maybe an insect, maybe a snake, maybe a lizard, maybe a lion, or maybe a python. All these, they have a perfect bonding. They were maintaining such a strong and such a great relationship. They were rocking each and every second. Right? They were enjoying like anything. Each and every moment, they have taken it to the core of their heart. In that way, they had how can I say, like magnificent life. So all of a sudden, right, something else happened in their life. What might be that? Right? So when they had such kind of peaceful life and harmonious life, they were also holding sometimes even musical concerts also, if you remember. So suddenly, like an alien. See, it's also a part of the nature. But you observe one thing, my dear, it's also a part of the nature. What is that? Jackal. As you all know, Jackal is the brand ambassador for the concept called cunning, for a quality called cunning. It's of cunning nature. So Jackal has come, and Jackal had disturbed total scenario. The tranquility that was existing in the forest was totally distorted and disturbed. There comes into the picture what exactly happened. So here author wanted to introduce one more like a fantasy concept here, moon. Even the moon was also attending the musical evenings of these animals, and moon has ultimately rescued these animals from the clutch of, right, from the ploy of, from the cunning and manipulative thought of this particular jackal. So how did it rescue? What exactly was the strategy of the moon is the discussion of our chapter. Right, students? Right. So if we see the paragraph 1 here, right, in paragraph 1, right, and once again before starting paragraph 1, let me make it very clear, my dear. Right. When you listen to teachers' discussion or when you listen to the teachers' reading, right, you have to develop the listening ability. And when you are given the time to read, you have to read it silently and also loudly, so that you also develop your reading ability. And you also will be given many times the task of writing. Maybe the task of writing you call writing the summary of the given concept you call, or maybe the question and answers on your own. So there your writing skill would be enhanced there. And the grammar concept, of course. For example, if you read the chapter itself, you can understand, my dear. Grammar in the sense, the total tone of the text goes with a particular tense. What tense have they used there? Right? They have used n number of adjectives here and there to identify or to describe the particular nouns there. So adjectives you can learn. What not, my dear? Right? Anything on this planet, many things on this planet can be learned under the umbrella of grammar. And last but not least, vocabulary. Vocabulary is the very, very crucial area, right? It's like building blocks for the language. Without the words, how can we expect the sentence? When we don't have the sentences, how can we expect the language, in fact? Got it? So, even vocabulary. Now, whenever I start discussing, think of this particular chapter from this dimension, from the language dimension. Apart from the language dimension, there is one more component to understand, that is entertainment. Got it? So entertainment or the knowledge or the concept or the thought that we have to imbibe is also important equally, because we have to appreciate the literature written by someone here. So two components let us learn here. Now paragraph 1, if you see, right, unity and concord among the animals was discussed here. So before reading, let me make it clear to you, right? Unity and concord in the sense agreement, amicability, the beauty of friendship was discussed in the first paragraph. So how were they united, right? So you see here, peacocks were there. Peacocks, as you know, that they have the tail feathers. Whenever they spread it, the beauty in the world can be seen, But these peacocks were admiring cuckoos. Right? Why were they admiring cuckoos? Because cuckoos were singing so melodiously. Heart-touching songs were there. And you can observe the second instance, elephants were there. You know elephants very well. Elephants are very huge in size, but they were also appreciating the swimming process of the fish. Then you can see here pythons. Python is a brand, you know, that very big size, right? It's like all the scars would be there here and there. And these pythons were appreciating or admiring or were very much impressed with the fur of the rabbits there. Big foot, like whatever the big feet the rabbits have, right? So these were appreciating and enjoying the rabbits there. And ants, you know, very tiny particle, like tiny animal you call ants, and these were also playing like pranks, you know, here. So author has used wonderfully one of the words called tickle, Tickle. So tickling in the sense a gentle touch that you make. So for example, when an ant crawls here, we know the sense that we get here. Sometimes it would be like itching, sometimes it creates a kind of laughter. So in such way ants were tickling the buffaloes. My dear, here author wanted to say that this combination of all these animals which are here, this shows the unity, this shows the bonding, this shows the cordial relationship, this shows the comradeship that they had. That was maintained, right? Fine, beautiful, wonderful, right? But all this was maintained. What something happened? Yeah. Paragraph 2 you go now. Musical evenings, right? So elephants and deer, what were they doing? Elephants and deer were dancing, whereas miners and parrots were singing songs. And tiger and bear, right, they were also enjoying in their own way by exhibiting the gymnastics. Got it? So in the musical evening, they also have conducted the musical evenings. Probably students, you might know different words, like different words they use. Like you call concert, you call opera, you call musical evenings, right? Rock shows, pop shows. Especially you can find all these in the metropolitan cities. But you know, author has tried to imagine or make us to imagine the world of musical evening, even in the animal kingdom also, right? And as you know, when some sort of culture program is conducted, right, it's a tradition, it's a convention, right? We all invite a guest here. Got it? Here, in the same way, these also should have one guest, right? So who was the guest there? The guest was the moon. Wow. Right? Nature, in the lap of the nature, inviting moon. Right? So the moon was invited, and along with the moon, all his friends, stars were surrounded, even the stars were invited. They had a wonderful evening. Not one, my dear, right? So not many evenings they were just rocking like that. Then what happened? You can just see in the paragraph 3, right? Here paragraph 3, you can just make it like U-turn. I repeat, it's a U-turn. Right? Now, you can just compare now. You can just compare what's exactly happening now. For all these centuries, we the humanity, right? We the human beings have been living a kind of lifestyle, right? Somehow facing different kinds of obstacles you call, right? Creating ourselves, right? A kind of zone, comfort zone you call. So we have been surviving and sustaining. But all of a sudden, lifestyle has changed. You know what is the impact now? The current impact of, right, the violence you call. Don't you think that it's like U-turn in our human beings' life? Yes, it's a challenge for the world's, world's human community. The same thing happened there. It's a U-turn. All the animals had a sort of lifestyle there. Now, so jackal, the name jackal, you know, what is the nature of jackal? So it's very cunning. It's very witty you call, manipulative you call, tricky you call, envious you call, green-eyed you call. So why am I trying to use all these words, right? Students, you all should be upgraded and you all should be enhanced with the vocabulary, ultimately, okay? So you all know, jackal or fox, if it comes on our mind, immediately what is the first thought that you have, that you get here? That is, no doubt, it is cunning. The very first word. And you know, jackal was not able to digest the unity. What kind of animal it is? It can also join and it can also enjoy with other animals here, right? But yeah, what was it doing? right? It tried to disturb the peace. It tried to disturb the harmony. Then what has it done? Right? It has approached the elephants and was talking to the elephants and whispering, slowly murmuring. So you elephants, you are in the gigantic size, and how can you unnecessarily go and fight with the squirrels and rabbits? Right? Why do you entertain them? So trying to poison the mind, you have to try to understand here. Here, jackal is injecting the poisonous thoughts on the minds of the elephants here. At the second round, you see peacocks, right? So here, jackal approached peacock and was saying, "Oh, the peacock, right? You are such a beautiful animal, right? Such a beautiful bird here. Got it? World appreciates you. You are a brand, in fact. Then why do you unnecessarily go and appreciate mynas there? Right? What's there in mynas? Then you see, at third stretch, it goes and visits deer. And it goes to the deer and try to intimidate. So intimidating in the sense frightening. So it says to the deer community, right, there is a tiger approaching and it's planning to kill you all. So you can just understand. So what kind? It's a common nature, it's a common tendency when a person or when an animal comes and tries to poison, right, may not be 100%, at least 50% there would be a possibility of change, right? The same thing happened with the elephants, peacock and the deer. So they thought of changing here. So in which way have they changed? Let us see now in the paragraph 4. So with the jackal's entry, it was like a U-turn. So guileful and tricky and manipulative personality was jackal. So what happened with the jackal's entry? Let us see. It started spreading the poison. Is it really the poison that we know the word as? Never, not like that. So spreading the poison in the sense, it tried to distort or distract the minds of other animals. So as it was approaching different other animals, like maybe you call elephants you call, or peacocks you call, or deer you call, in that way it tried to inject a kind of poison in their minds. So disturb the peace that they were with all these days. So all of a sudden they started suspecting each other. You know very well. So when someone tries to disturb us, when someone tries to poison our mind, so there would be a point of time, as we know very well. So a point of time would be there wherein we try to at least doubt, right? We might have a point of doubt, suspecting others we call. Then they all try to put up each other separately, stay temporarily with the accommodation. So what they did, all the animals, they started, right, keeping the fences, and within that fencing itself they started living. It means that, right, they did not try to entertain any other animal. For all these days they were like one family. They had a filial relationship. But now, no family, no filial relationship, no comradeship you call. So they were all isolated from each other. Now you know one thing, this is called divide and rule policy. Divide and rule policy adopted by jackal here. Then when this particular policy was adopted, what happened? All these animals were divided and jackal has got a wonderful opportunity. Then started its hunting. So of course the animals which were in the gigantic size or the bigger size than the jackal, it could not do anything probably. But you know, there were many other animals which were not of jackal size. The tiny animals you call, maybe hens or birds or any tiny animals, it started hunting. Just it has devoured each and every animal, whatever it could see. Got it? And when the animals were trying to roar or scream, even then no other animal were coming into the rescue of that small tiny, right, animals who were the victims of jackal there. Because you know one thing, right, jackal has already poisoned the minds of all the other animals. So no other animal has dared to protect and they did not come out even. Got it, my dear? Right, here then what happened? Lifeless forest. Then you know, as you know very well, when we all are on roads, only then we call this as society. When we're all house retired, right, can you call this as society? For all these days we were seeing outside, the same thing happened there. Not even a single soul was moving in the forest, completely lifeless. pale you call, dull you call, right? So the same thing happened. Now you see here, because once upon a time, when they were all united, they had beautiful harmony. The moon and stars were the guests, got it? And when they were guests, right, they know how these animals were living together. Moon stands in the sense, now moon has thought that, oh my god, like moon stands in the sense, it was very much disappointed. Got it? So how can moon be happy? Once upon a time it was a guest and it could enjoy and it could have wonderful moments, right? So all the moments that moon had, now everything lapsed. It can't see there. Now it has to take one or the other decision, moon. Got it? Then moon was very much discouraged or disappointed. With that disappointment, moon has taken an innovative decision. What might be there? Right? Moon wanted to come in disguise as sadhu. Right? You all know sadhu, hermit. So, as sadhu, moon has come right all the way down to the forest, in the woods, right? And it wanted to create a kind of environment wherein the target, ultimate aim of moon was to restore or to reunite all the animals. Got it? Because now they were all separated just because of one animal. That is cunning animal. No doubt it is jackal. Now let's see what's that the moon wanna do and how it's going to do. Right? So you see, just in this, when once moon has come as sadhu, before all the animals just they were running to share their woes and sobs. Woes and sobs in the sense I've given you some other words. Lot of like their despair, their stress and their distress you call, all the sorrows, sadness, right? And sobbing in the sense some of the animals were even sobbing. Sobbing, you know, sometimes the children, when they are not given what they as the parents, they keep on sobbing for an hour or 2 hours. What happens? They keep on taking the breath and they keep on releasing the sound. So they show an indication that they are crying, breathlessly crying like that. So some of the animals were even sobbing. Now, when this scenario was existing, moon has to take one or the other step to protect all these animals from the clutches of the jackal. Then what did moon do? Let's understand here. Now sadhu's attempt to reunite. Now sadhu has taken a beautiful decision here. So first of all, the same policy of jackal sadhu has adopted here. What did jackal do? Jackal met each and every animal separately and injected the poison and spoiled their minds. In the same way, it has done something negative. Our moon, the sadhu, want to do something positive. In the same way, ultimately. So it has torn the relationship. Now our sadhu is going to patch up the relationship. How does it do? Let us see now. So sadhu has attempted to reunite all the animals. At the first stretch, it met lions and rabbits. So the sadhu invited lions and rabbits for a meal. So had a great discussion and was saying and was trying to convince and was trying to show the reality to the lions and rabbits that nothing else is there except it's a plot and ploy of jackal. So trying to enlighten their minds there, igniting their minds. At the second stretch, it met python and vipers. And third stretch, it met eagle, and so it was suggesting the eagles, right, not to eat the baby chicks, right, like because chicks' mothers were already consumed or the devoured or eaten by that cunning jackal. So sadhu was requesting eagle, oh my dear eagle, don't try to kill these chicks. They are poor chicks. They don't have mothers now. Got it? So don't kill them. This was the suggestion. At last, it also met the tiger. It also met the deer, and they were walking together. They had a great discussion. So you can understand here. Now the moon's, sadhu's strategy now. So sadhu's strategy is again to reunite all these animals. So separately it met, and ultimately it is trying to create a congenial relationship now. What the jackal has done, opposite to jackal's attempt, our sadhu is doing here. Okay? Right. Then what happened? So did it go smooth? No. Something else happened. What's that? Jackal's reaction is explained in paragraph 8. So does the jackal be quiet? Because jackal is basically a manipulative, tricky and guileful animal here. Now jackal's reaction, it was very much furious, lot of anger was surrounding. Then it has to take some or the other decision. You know one thing? So up to now jackal was planning to consume or to kill only the animals. But for the first time jackal also thought to kill even on Sadhu. Oh my God! Right? Now at last it also tried to kill the Sadhu, because it could understand that the only obstacle or the impediment or you can call that barrier. Got it? So if this barrier is removed, the barrier is Sadhu, because Sadhu is doing opposite everything to jackal's plans. So jackal plans that ultimately if this particular Sadhu is just moved aside, no doubt the way would be cleared, the forest would be its. It thought so. Then what happened, you see? When the jackal reacted and planned to kill Sadhu, there was an emergency meeting of animals, right? That was held. Because these animals could understand the jackal's plan now. So it is explained in paragraph 9. All the animals unanimously met there. Unanimously, just like that. So there is no other second thought, because you know before this itself our Sadhu has tried to give a lot of positive boosting to all the animals. So with that boosting, you see, so animals have met and they wanna kill jackal here. So how can they kill the jackal here? So they have to have a great plot. Emergency meeting of animals to kill jackal. Is that easy to kill jackal? But how? How is the question? Then here you have, you see, paragraph 10, Sadhu's offered to jackal. Now ultimately here in paragraph 10, so Sadhu has got an idea here. What might be that idea? Now Sadhu said, like every time, oh my dear jackal, every time you're coming and you're taking the hens, you're killing. You're taking the chicks, you're killing. You're taking the birds and you're killing. You're taking all the tiny animals and you're killing. So why do you require all these? So today I am going to be your food, delicious yummy food. So come and devour me. Right? So then jackal got a beautiful idea. Oh my God, because jackal's plan was the same thing, to kill Sadhu. And so to the surprise of jackal, right, this man, he himself has come forward to the jackal. Got it? So don't you think that it's something like surprise for jackal? It happened. Now Sadhu's offer was accepted. Then in paragraph 11, jackal attacked our Sadhu. So here, so sad ending I can call, like, but is it really sad? Did it take any U-turn? We shall see here again. One more U-turn will be there here. Got it? In paragraph 11, jackal was attacking our Sadhu and torn into pieces, just like tearing into different pieces and keeping on eating, keeping on devouring, savoring, right? It was just enjoying the flesh of Sadhu, right? So after it consumed, and while it was consuming also, while it was eating all the other animals, you know one thing? So they were very much scared now, because they had a little hope on Sadhu. The very Sadhu is not here now. Don't you think that they get panicked? Yes, they got panicked. They got panicked and they were all very much hesitated. They were all very much scared and kept on moving from that location to all the sides. To all the sides. Then what happened? Suddenly, to the surprise, a big sound was there, blasting sound, a bursting sound. What's that? That is, they use the word like bloat. Bloat in the sense like bursting sound has come. What bursted? Jackal's stomach has bursted. Why do you think that? Because Sadhu is one who has wonderful parts, magical parts he has. He's not a normal human being. Got it? He has some great parts, magical parts, so unknown parts, what are beyond us. With such parts the person has come. So no doubt it has killed the jackal. Ultimately, when it has killed, all the animals understood the power of Sadhu, and all the animals also realized that Sadhu is none other than the moon, the guest of honor who was there for the musical evenings in the earlier times. Then at last what happened in the paragraph 12, you can see that Moon said bye, and there was a wonderful sentence said by Moon. Just let me read it. May there be a soft voice. May my animals, birds and insects live in peace and harmony. May there be no fences around you. May you sing and dance once again. Remember me and be not afraid. So this is an assurance, a sentence or the lines of assurance. So ultimately Moon has given and moved to the sky, shining brightly there. So ultimately what happened here? So restoration of the peace and harmony, re-establishment and revival of harmony took place. All the animals again are living in peace, conquered, peace and harmony. So there was a beautiful ending, happy ending. So never they had the problem now onwards, because they never believed anyone, they never suspected any other animal, and they were with one word, unanimously they were standing together. So, right? So you, after this session, please read the chapter following these suggestions on the board that I have given you. Right? Thank you. All the best.